Yo guys, what up, what up, what up, man? Transfer talk, baby. So Felix, man. Joao Felix. So apparently, Atletico Madrid want to go big. Benfica have apparently received a bid of 128 million euros for Joao Felix. I think that's a crazy deal. I think that is an absolutely crazy deal because I think that is too much to pay for someone like Joao Felix. I because again he is just a talent and he's not really done anything to prove that you should be paying for that. Like if 128 was for a 19-year-old Messi, a 19-year-old Ronaldo from back in the day, then I would be more than happy. But to pay that kind of money for a guy who all he did was that hat trick that he scored in that game. So I think that's crazy. But on the flip side of it is like it's a statement. It's a statement. As an Atletico have said, you know what, we want to play big with these guys. Like we don't want to be the afterthought to the Real Madrid, Barcelona duopoly of La Liga. So this is showing that we're willing to take a risk. This is something that I believe Banik should be doing. So we're willing to pretty much break the bank and say that you know what we can ride. We believe that we can ride with the best of you. So that is out in there, man. So Kovacic, Chelsea. Now this is an interesting one because people will be like, okay, who the hell is Kovacic? I think the importance, this is an important deal for Chelsea to make. And I think it is important for Chelsea to make this Kovacic deal because um, Chelsea don't have anybody. They can if you don't have anyone coming in, it is very important that you try and get I'll try and keep a hold of as much quality. Um, so it's important that you must get as much quality as you can for the Kovacic. So the Portuguese dude in there. So if you're Portuguese, any other Portuguese dude in there, how good is João Felix? Because you guys know him a lot more than I do. How good is João Felix? Is he that big a deal? Any Portuguese guys out there, just tell me in the chats. So I think for Chelsea, again, look, Kovacic ain't great. He's not amazing, you know. But it's important that um Chelsea can any way they can to keep as much talent as possible, they should be doing that. Any way they can to keep as much talent as possible, they should be doing that. So I think that is good towards the way. So apparently, I have it about so Van de Beek is so Real Madrid are looking into Van de Beek. So I think I mentioned this maybe yesterday. So Real Madrid are looking into Van de Beek because he is going to be the alternative if they can't get Pogba. That's what I've heard. And I think Van de Beek is a very that's a very nice signing to make because I think when you look at how Real Madrid play and how they play going forward, I think that's a really great thing to have. Yo, thank you for the love, thank you for the kind words, man. Thank you very much for the kind words. I'm obliged. I'm obliged. Thank you very much for the kind words. So I was saying, so when you look at how Van de Beek plays, I think he would fit very well in Zidane's Real Madrid system. But Real still need a bigger time player. I think Van de Beek is basically he's a great addition and great someone to have because again, you can never have too much quality. You can never have too much quality. So I think he's a good one to have. But I think Real Madrid needs to pretty much add on there. So when your boy Robert G, your Juve boy. So is the Juve deal done? Is that delete Juve deal done? Because everyone keeps saying done, 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 done. But when is that Juventus deal actually with delete? Is that actually confirmed? Because so I think for me, I think I don't want to comment too much on it until it is 100% confirmed. Until I see him in a jersey, it's confirmed. So yeah, so if so once it happens officially, then I will do an official video for it, and I will break down what that means because I feel that if they're getting deleted, I think he is coming in to replace um what's it called? I think he's coming in to replace perhaps Bonucci, and I think he's going to be an understudy for Chiellini. Because remember, Chiellini is getting a bit old, so he's going to be coming in for an understudy to Chiellini. So Wan Bissaka to Man United, that's a very big deal. That's a very big deal. Fortune, what up? Shout out to my moderator, Fortune. Thank you for your good work moderating the chat. So that's I think that's also a really big deal there for Man United because Ashley Young is trash. Ashley Young is crap. Ashley Young should retire. And Wan Bissaka was one of the best defenders statistically for them. So you've got a solid guy defensively, and also you've got a guy who can pretty much be going forward. But again, for United, Wan Bissaka is not going to turn you into. Wan Bissaka won't take you from sixth place to third place. You might United need another superstar signing. It's a good signing to have. It helps to build in within the defense, but you've got Shaw, you've got Wan Bissaka. You have United have to keep a hold of Lindelof. United, under no circumstances whatsoever, must they allow Lindelof to leave. Because if they allow Lindelof to leave and they're stuck with those two clowns in Smalling and Jones, then they are completely and utterly screwed. So, which other ones do we have here? Let me see. So Ben Yedder, now that's huge. If United get Ben Yedder, that is huge. Ben Yedder is a quality player. That Ben Yedder is a really good footballer. If United gets Ben Yedder, that is an A1 signing. That is an A1 signing, man. Because Ben Yedder, that guy can play very well, and I think Ben Yedder he has far better mobility than Lukaku. He can finish well. He's better skilled, and I think he basically for me, if you put Ben Yedder, Lukaku, Rashford, Ben Yedder is easily the best out of those three. So Ben Yedder, you're getting an upgrade on both Lukaku and Rashford. I'm not sure whether Sevilla would be willing to sell Ben Yedder because Sevilla would be mad to sell Ben Yedder because for Sevilla, okay, if we sell Ben Yedder, who are we getting? Because Sevilla have already taken Promise away. So Promise is going to Ajax and they're now going to sell Ben Yedder. Makes no sense. And I think Sevilla are losing another one of their midfielders as well. So I don't know what the hell is happening with Sevilla there. And Lukaku to Inter Milan. I think we talked about that a bit before. I'm not sure. I don't think he's the right man for Inter Milan. He is a Serie A striker because Serie A is a lot slower. So maybe he'd be able to walk in the Inter system, but I'm not sure whether that is the right striker that Inter need. And I think someone mentioned there, Manolas. See, for me, Manolas, Manolas is a good like mileage the defender. So I would say Manolas is like tier 3. So but I think that Manolas. So who currently partners Koulibaly in defense? I'm not sure who currently partners Albiol. Oh yeah, so Manolas is a huge upgrade on Albiol. So yeah, that is a smart signing right now. So let me just tweet out. So let's say I'm live now on YouTube talking transfers. Feel free to join in. Feel free to join in. All right. So yeah, so I think having Koulibaly and Manolas in there is key. But again, same thing with Man United, man. It is crucial that Napoli keep a hold of Koulibaly. Koulibaly is one of Napoli's best players. There's an argument to say that he's probably Napoli's best player. Him alongside Insigne are two of their best players. If Napoli lose Koulibaly, they have a 0% chance of even thinking about winning the Serie. What he brings in defensively and moving forward is huge. I think someone mentioned Zaha to Arsenal. Zaha should have always gone to Arsenal. He should have always gone to Arsenal. I think Zaha should have gone from Palace to Arsenal. Zaha is too good for Crystal Palace, and I think Crystal Palace have to accept that Zaha is too good for that team. He's too good. He's too good for that team. So it's not okay. We're not trying to offend Crystal Palace or anything. It's not an offense, but he's too good for those dudes. So like there's There's nothing that can be said there really. So Emery needs to go all out for Zaha because if you look at it, who is Arsenal's quality attacking winger? They don't have one. Iwobi isn't an attacking winger. That is like his secondary, tertiary position. And you have what's it called, Kolasinac or someone else on the thing. So Arsenal don't actually have an attacking wide player. So when you put Zaha in there and you look at how attacking Arsenal are, I think that would be a huge thing. Don't Mkhitaryan is from the road. Mkhitaryan is from the road. Mkhitaryan is from the road, bro. So Mkhitaryan, forget that dude, man. Make Mkhitaryan simply in that dude. So I think that Zaha to Arsenal would be great. But again, for Arsenal, Zaha is a huge piece, but just a piece. I think Arsenal need a good quality defender. They need a good quality right wing back or left wing back. They need the. I think what Arsenal's priority should be is a replacement for Xhaka. I think they need a stronger, better skilled central midfielder in that midfield. 100%. They need that. So people are talking about the US. Barcelona, it seems you don't want to listen to me. It seems you don't want to listen to me. So if Barcelona sell the US, you are stupid. If you're going to keep Coutinho and you're going to keep the Cannibal and you're going to sell one of the most talented two-footed players in the world, you're crazy. If PSG managed to get the US, and I said, I think, and I said it yesterday, if you give me Mbappe, the US, and Cavani, that is a crazy front three. That's a crazy front three. And you play Draxler in the number 10. Let's ride. Let's ride. Draxler in the number 10, Verratti in the central midfield. Oh my god, that's an insane midfield. So if you have a midfield of you got Verratti, Draxler, and maybe you have like a Marquinhos or somewhere in that midfield three, and you know that front three, that's insane. But Barcelona, listen to your boy, man. It's HH. I know what I'm talking about, bro. You would be making a massive mistake if you were to sell the Usman. Let's see what else you guys are saying here. Let's see what else you guys are saying. I didn't see about this Us to Bayern Munich. So are Bayern Munich serious about going in for the Us? Because I know that Bayern have given up about Leroy Sané. And for Bayern, look, guys weren't in 2019. You can't be doing this whole thing of like, oh no, we don't believe in spending this cash and money. No. Bayern is 2019. Spend the cash. It's 2019. Spend that flipping cash, man. You don't have the luxury to be like, oh no, we have standards. In 2019, you have to spend cash. You have to spend cash. Oops. So Leroy Sané is definitely staying at Man City. I think that's a wrong move. I think that's a wrong move. If I'm for me, I said if I'm Leroy Sané and Pep cannot guarantee me first in football, I'm out. So for Leroy Sané, it makes no sense if you're not guaranteed first in football. You are too good. You are too talented. You're too clutch to be a squad player. That's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. So I think if Leroy Sané goes to Bayern Munich, he's going to be a starter. Leroy Sané is going to bench Kingsley Coman. Coman will be coming off the bench. So Leroy Sané will be a guaranteed starter. If he moves to, remember, Renato Sanchez is going to be wanting out. Coman, I think they may even eventually offload him. So it is so obvious that, bro, this is what it is. This is what it is. So you should be riding through them, man. So, so Isco to Man City. Interesting. What's the here? So, what are Liverpool doing? Are Liverpool actually doing anything in the market? Liverpool doing anything in the market? It seems like Liverpool are not really making any real headway. But I said, look, man. I mean, let's see whether Juve can close the deal. But delete at Juve. That's interesting, man. That is interesting. That is interesting. Um, so Bruno Fernandes. So I mean, but who are Liverpool's most likely target? Who are Liverpool most likely kind of target? Because I've heard Nicolas Pepe, I've heard Bruno Fernandes, I've heard Fekir. Although I think the Fekir thing may be a risk, man. I think because who knows how serious that his knee injuries, and do you really want to get a guy who is, but you buy the guy and the guy's injured for like what 6 7 months? I don't really know, man. For me, and I think someone mentioned the name, Liverpool should go all out for Ziyech. I think Ziyech is a perfect fit for Liverpool. I think Ziyech would fit into Liverpool amazingly well. How light he's on his foot, the passes he makes, how good he is on the ball, his mobility, movement with the ball, dribbling, silky skills, can move in either direction very quickly, very fast, fluid. I think that Ziyech would really operate and work very well as that third midfielder. So I think Liverpool should focus all because you have to keep on improving. You can't just stay with your same squad. Yeah, the squad is good as this, right? You always have to have continual improvements. So Liverpool should go all out for Ziyech 100%. Uh, now, look, man, Klopp ain't leaving Liverpool anytime soon. So you're telling me that Klopp wins a Champions League, is pretty much now a hero at Liverpool, and he's going to go to AC Milan. And also, if Klopp goes to AC Milan, the way AC Milan are structured, that's those team and those players are not really structured well for him to really improve upon them. So, nah, like no, Klopp is staying at AC Milan. That's a fact. Klopp is staying at AC Milan. Is not a deal, man. But look, as I said again, I am waiting for that one. We've had Hazard, which I think has been the biggest transfer so far, but I'm waiting for that blockbuster mega transfer. That's what I'm really waiting for. That blockbuster mega star transfer. Um, oh, sorry. So yeah. So is Ndombele, is that 100% verified? Because if Tottenham have gone all out and have bought a good box to box midfielder who is better in the final third, I will give all credit to Levy. I will give all credit to Levy. If Levy has done that and has been able to get on Dombele, that is a big signing. That is a very big signing, and that is a signing that really impresses me because look, Levy, you have for a team that was able to first of all get top four despite not bringing in any new players, and for a team to be able to reach the Champions League final, you have to reward them because I think he owes Poch at least three new signings, at least three new quality signings, man. Um, that's what they need, man. So Undombele, because remember Tottenham can't they're not going to get like a Neymar or an Mbappe or anything. So I think an Undombele I think is a great signing for a team of their stature, where they are, and of their level. I think Undombele is a great signing, you know. But they need two more players. I think maybe a backup striker for Hurricane. It, I think that's a key thing because Llorente Tottenham need a really good mobile striker, like someone like a Max Cruiser. You know, somebody who can get at the end of through balls. Just a totally different kind of striker from Hurricane. Because Hurricane, as good as he is, he's very immobile. You know, he's not really as fluid and as silky on the ball as other people. Max Gomez, maybe that's another. Lo Chelsea, that's an interesting one. You know, but yeah, but for Chelsea, see, I mean, I think for Chelsea, like Blue Lines was just saying that it's imminent, that this Lampard deal is imminent, and bro, I mean, it's big. It is big, man. Lampard coming back is big. You know, and even if like, you've only been like a year as a manager, but you're coming in, but look, man, it's big. So I think what is going to be most interesting is what Chelsea are going to look like. I think um, most likely you're looking at Tammy Abraham striker, um, Pulisic one wing, Horton and one wing, Jorginho, Kante, um, and Kovacic. You know, Really, it should be Loftus Cheek, but I think, and obviously the defense picks speaks for itself. David Luiz, Rudiger, Alon, no, not Alon, Emerson, Aspilicueta, Aretha Babalaga. But I think what Chelsea are missing is an attacking midfielder. That's also what they need. So I think really Kante now has probably. So it's weird. Kante, even if he's box to box, I would say Kante has to play that number 10 position. Because I think Kovacic is a central midfielder. That's what he is. He's not an attack-minded midfielder, and Jorginho is a DM. So I would actually say Kante should really be the attacking midfielder going forward, man. But it is interesting though that why would De Ligt choose Juve over Barcelona? Is it purely a money move? That's something we need to ask. I mean, is it purely a money move? Because again, I mean, I would say that for most young players, Barcelona is more attractive than Juventus because you're playing with Messi. I mean, how many players don't want to play with Messi? Because if you ask almost any football player, they would say, "Look, man, if there's one player I would want to play with in today's game, it's Messi." So why would the Leeds choose Juventus over Barcelona? Um, that is my my thing, man. Oh, yeah, look, so you're saying the list has big bumps. All right, so you guys, so yes, look, and that was just like a quick little roundup, transfer roundup them. And so tomorrow we have Paraguay against Brazil, and we have Argentina against Venezuela. So watch us for my live chats for both of those games. Remember to follow me on Twitch. I try and do like a Twitch conversation at least almost like every evening, just to discuss things, talk things, talk with some people, just have it like a nice little conversation. So remember to follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Twitch for movie conversations, TV conversations, and all that kind of stuff. And remember to subscribe to Have Up Thought. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Because so tomorrow, obviously, I've got an early day at work tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow, maybe around 8, 9, 10 p.m., just before the Copa America games, we'll do another transfer update. So hopefully by tomorrow, I want this De Ligt thing official. And maybe we'll have the Joao Felix thing official. And we also have the Lampard thing official. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for more transfer updates. So peace out.